Hey, so I'm Bryan. This is Ben. We are the developers for Rapid. I guess we'll start about the agenda. We're going to keep it pretty simple. This is a workshop, so what we had planned for this is just a quick little intro up front of just what is Rapid. We're going to show off some of the new features of Rapid 2.0, and then we could just get into some editing just to kind of show you how easy the tool is to use, how easy it is to find data sets and work with them in Rapid. And then we'll do some live editing. So what is Rapid? It is, to recap, this is an editor for OpenStreetMap. It does run in your web browser. And so if you're familiar with ID, Rapid has a very similar workflow. It supports open data sets. Some of these are derived from AI. Some of them are derived from official sources. We have a partnership with Esri, which allows us to bring a lot of this data that has been shared through their community data sharing program directly into the editor so that you can see it, you can make edits with it. And finally, one thing that's cool, we just wrapped up a whole lot of work over the past few years to replace the rendering engine. So you'll find that Rapid is now like lightning fast. It's a whole lot faster than it was before. So that when you need this sort of speed when you're combining OSM, which is already a pretty rich data set and getting more data dense as every day, with other data layered on top of it. We have a talk tomorrow about some of that work. So if you're really interested in kind of the tech details of the rendering engine, that's going to be more something we talk about tomorrow. So first off, we just launched Rapid version 2 this past April, so it's still pretty new. If you've used it before, one of the first things you'll notice, I think, is that Rapid has a new logo. We don't uppercase the D anymore.
Very important.
Yes.
Very important.
And we also have like this cool little logo here. And if you really like it, obviously we got some stickers and some swag. So you can either come by our table over there, or we've got some here too. And shout out to our design folks for helping us out with this. This is we have a whole team of people supporting us now, which is pretty excited. We also have a new home. We've moved to rapideditor.org. If you've been kind of following our work, you know that we used to call ourselves Map with AI. And so we're moving away from that because Rapid is kind of its own project, of its own. Map with AI is still, the site's still up, but I think it sort of has some older content on it. Yeah. In a lot of ways, like we were kind of like you all know, AI is having a moment right now. And Rapid really kind of deserves to be sort of its own project. So you can actually go to rapideditor.org and you either click the Get Started button, or you can navigate to the /edit, and then it takes you right into Rapid. So that's what we're going to do in a little bit. First, I kind of wanted to go over, we did a lot of thinking as a team over the past year to really refine Rapid's goals and what we want to be as a project. This is our vision statement: to build a fully featured map editor that allows anyone to easily contribute the data they care about to open maps. So that's really what we're going for. We have a mission statement as well. Empowering people to build experiences, conduct research, manage infrastructure, and more by building and maintaining the most complete, up-to-date, and high-quality map of the world. So that's really what we're going for. We really want to see OpenStreetMap become that map. We really want to add as much information to it so that people can make meaningful maps out of OSM. And that's our mission statement. So new features, Rapid V2 just came out, like I said, in April. It's got a bunch of new features. The first thing you'll notice is in many situations, it's going to be significantly faster than Rapid version 1. Over the past year, we replaced all that rendering code, and it now uses a technology called WebGL to draw the map. This allows us to have a lot more data density. So in places where OpenStreetMap is just really, really well mapped, you're not going to be just waiting seconds for the map to draw. It just kind of comes up pretty quickly. So we'll see some of that pretty soon. The rendering rewrite has allowed us to show a lot more features than before. Right here, we're actually layering the address data on top of the building data. So this is a thing that just would not work before. It would have just crashed here. And you can also edit when zoomed out. So another limitation that Rapid version 1 had was that if you zoom out more than zoom 15, you would get that button that says like zoom into edit. So we don't really do that anymore. We actually are letting users zoom out a whole lot more and still letting them edit. In some cases, the data might be simplified, or you might not be able to do the kinds of edits that you want to, but you could still actually change the names of things and you can do some editing. So this is something that we are still kind of refining. Oh, and finally, enhanced labeling. Now that the render is able to show a lot more text than before, you'll see better labels around the placement of points, and you will see more labels around the lines as well. And we even label around the perimeter of some shapes too. So this is something that we're really happy. It's going to give users more context for editing than what they had before. Finally, I just want to give a shout out to, we're starting to experiment with showing more kinds of data in Rapid. Previously, we only had roads, buildings, and addresses. Now we're starting to support sidewalks and footways that our data sharing partners have made available. I think right now these ones, the footways, are just available in preview mode, but that preview mode means that pretty soon they'll be available to everybody after they've gone through Esri's review process.